Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sprout. My name's Jeremy. Welcome to the Nuclear Playground Podcast. And today on the podcast, we're going to touch on a few things like anime, sword fighting, wolf population, Turkish oil wrestling, and more. Today's podcast was sponsored by Cardboard. It's my house now. Also, we are now officially on iTunes. You can always check out our podcast on iTunes, or you can continue to listen to us on SoundCloud. As we mentioned in a previous episode, we've got a YouTube channel that's slowly in construction, but it will be up there very soon. Thanks for listening, you guys, and stay tuned. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, like always, enjoy the podcast.
Peace. I don't know why I said peace.
Peace. He said peace.
No, fucking
Super judgmental.
fucking dread, bro. Fucking hot shot. Anyways,
So you got murdered today.
yeah. But should I just introduce myself?
No, we're good. We're live. Fuck it. Let's just do it.
Okay. Fuck it, do it live. Fuck. So yeah. I went to sword class this morning, and I'm a beginner.
Yeah.
It's medieval sword art class, whatever. It's medieval swords, okay? Medieval fighting, sword fighting. So I'm a beginner, and there's only two other beginners. So I guess everyone else couldn't. They probably don't make it. Maybe people don't usually make it on the weekends. And I decided to go today, and I was like, no, I've already done this. And yeah, maybe I need to work on my form. But I was like, I'm gonna step with the majority of the crowd, which is intermediate. I'm gonna go over there. I got my ass whooped, dude. It got handed to me. So, there's like moments where you learn techniques, proper techniques, like how to parry and all that shit. And so we got to the point where it was like near the end of the class, like, all right, you guys can just do open sparring and just do whatever. All right. This guy, I shit you not, he's like, yeah, I've only been here for like 3 or 4 months. I'm pretty sure he has prior experience. He whooped my ass so hard, and he didn't even just like whoop my ass as in one. Like, he fucking hit me. That shit hurt. And I was just like, ah. Like, he fucking, yeah, like, I mean, the swords we had, they're not like the super great, like, sturdy kind where they'll stay stiff even after you hit. Like, even if they're made of, like, super high, like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Because there's, like, they sell, like, practice swords where it's made of plastic, but it's,
Right.
like, it stays firm. It rarely bounces.
Like a long sword would, or like a fucking,
Yeah.
like a claymore.
It's just like,
Because
bam.
they don't bend. They just fucking do. It's
Yeah.
nothing but fucking force. Pow.
But the usual ones we have are like the cheaper ones, which are like $50, and they're made of like it's more rubbery. So
Right.
if I like hit you and maybe I did like the wrong parry, it would like flop and hit you.
What?
But it wouldn't count. It wouldn't count as a hit technically because
Right.
I'm hitting you with the blunt side. But anyways, he hit me so good, man. I was just like, oh shit. One time he like I did something and I locked his weapon. I don't know how the hell I did it. Sorry, excuse us. I locked his weapon. He couldn't do anything, and so he stabbed me in the crotch, and I was just like, "Ow, my dick!" So I got stabbed in the dick. Like when you're working with the beginners.
What style sword are you fighting with?
Longsword. They teach you. So where I'm taking it at is the MN Sword Club.
I fucking love the Minnesota Sword Club.
Yeah,
when
no.
I fenced for North, that's where we fenced for like a lot of the tournaments and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. They teach medieval. And with that, they teach a bunch of like all kinds. But mostly it's just longsword, because everyone there, they just have their own longsword.
Yeah.
I mean, there is like one guy with like a great sword, which is dope as shit, but it's harder to work with. Like just me holding it, it's only like a few pounds. But imagine that you're like holding that all the time, you're swinging it, and you're it's not fast, not as fast as like the longsword. Longsword's shorter, but it's fast. Like you can do some crazy shit with it that I did not know you can do. But the greatsword, it is badass, so that's why I want to do it.
Greatsword's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, fuck it, that's why I got
It's
this
heavy as
tattoo.
shit though.
I
You got a rune and shit.
got it 3 weeks ago. You know what it's from, right? This tattoo. I got it 3 weeks ago, May 5th, 2016. It is from
Dating
Berserk.
the shit out yourself right now.
Yeah, I remember every day of my life. I got it. It's the Mark of the Sacrifice from Berserk. Yeah, and that's why I got it. I was like, this is pretty cool. But he got it. The reason why he got it is because
Berserk.
he's one of my favorite characters. This is one of my favorite stories.
Excuse me.
No, it's cool.
No, Berserk is my shit.
Yeah. So he's one of my favorite characters because when he does shit, like he perseveres, and that's what I love about him. Like he has his mark and he knows it, and there's like even moments, and if you read the manga, he's just like fuck it, like he wants a fight. So like what he does is if he has blood or if he doesn't have it, he'll just bite his fingers or his hand,
Yep.
and he'll rub blood on the mark, and it activates the mark, and the demons start to come out. And he's like, fuck it, I want this, you know?
You never really
It's all-
gotten
that's
that
what I love
far
about
into
him.
Berserk, dude. I played the game a lot when they had it for the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
And, like, I've seen, like, a couple of, like, the short movies that they've had, but, like, I've never really, like, took the time to, like,
I don't believe you.
to, like, actually, like, invest time into watching, like, the TV series and shit like that.
I saw the TV series when I was a kid, like way back, like I don't know how many years ago.
They got a reboot now.
Yeah, they got a
I'm having
reboot.
hard time.
Was
I'm
it?
sorry, guys. I said I'm having a hard time.
Cool.
I keep looking at the fucking titties.
Yeah, no, that's how I look away. I look at the window. Yeah. So as we're recording this, Sprout has like a bunch of anime girls like in the back, like just kind of
And
like.
real girls. He's had some.
Oh, he has some real
It's
girls. I
just
didn't
a
see
random slideshow that I put together. It's just a fucking
Yeah,
half
it's
images
like-
floating around.
Did you
Yeah.
saw those ones that we picked up in there yet?
No, because I haven't made it that big yet. So I'm just using what I've got for right now. But
Yeah, so it's just
we
kind
will
of.
have a different slideshow.
So
at some point.
it's just kind of like playing in the back.
But right now,
so I
it's
get
just
distracted.
my fanboy slideshow. There's like fucking
It was-
models and anime and comics and shit in there. So.
I mean, if we're talking about like how to like shit like that and fantasy stuff, like it would help a lot because you know you could just spark conversation. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, oh that would just remind me of this and that. You know.
well, that was the intent. Was like, you know, once we have like other guests on, we're gonna like end up just, you know, just getting ideas from whatever. That's why we have all these posters up now.
yeah.
You know, eventually we're gonna have cameras going in here for our YouTube channel. So,
Okay.
you know, we've got some plans. We've been putting shit together. I'm
Oh,
actually
right.
glad that we're actually in the studio now and not like in the garage, because that was the initial idea. It was like, dude, just fucking just clean that shit out. Let's fucking use it as a studio, because some niggas just
Yeah.
fucking spray painted studio on the shit anyway.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
shit's in here for a reason, so why not
Yeah.
use it?
Yeah, why not? Sure.
Well, because at the time I was using it for its intended purpose, a fucking shed.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a nice size shed though. Okay. But my basement needed a little bit of work and moving shit around, and I was like, I got space. And originally, as I was cleaning it, I was putting stuff in it and organizing it, and then I was like, well, he's got potential for a podcast studio, because it was already a sound studio for guys making their beats in there and their music. They had the sound booth over here in the corner. But it was a shitty sound booth.
Yeah.
You know, so I decided to say fuck it. Instead of putting stuff in here, I took shit out and I cleaned it out and got it prepped up. Me and Sprout, I told Sprout to bring over some posters and shit, and he brought these over.
No, it's nice. I fucking love it. It makes it better.
A good
I
chunk
think.
of them are prints that I made
Yeah.
back in college and shit.
Yeah,
like
I
keep
see,
calling
like,
shut
yeah,
the fuck up.
Yeah.
We're gonna get other ones. So.
You see the Rick and Morty one?
No,
It's
there's
like-
a Rick and Morty
It's
one.
like keep calm and get your shit together or something. I fucking love it. I love Rick and Morty.
I love that shit.
Morty.
Get your shit together, Summer. just get it all together. If you need a suitcase, just put it in a suitcase. If you need to take it somewhere, just do that. But get your shit together.
Take it to the shit store. I don't care. And just sell it to them. Just get your shit together. And he leaves. Comes back.
Snap
your shit
clean
together.
off on her ass.
Yeah, we got the comfortable side though. Like so we got these up here. We put cardboard up to fucking put more shit up. We're getting
No word.
Yeah.
cutouts. We're gonna get Mike Tyson. We're gonna get some fighters, some
Yeah.
other people that we're interested in, like Neil Tyson, Bill Nye,
Yeah.
a few Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal.
You just have him in like 1,000 ninjas, and he's holding like 2. He's like, yeah.
You know, Chuck
originally-
Norris peed in the gas tank of a semi-truck as a joke, and now that semi-truck is known as Optimus Prime.
Really? Just kidding.
But we're gonna have Steven Seagal, and I want to put Steven Seagal next to Chuck Norris, and Steven Seagal will be, you know, everybody can come in and draw on Steven Seagal. Like, throw a mustache on the motherfucker if you want to.
Yeah.
Draw a dick on his cheek. I don't care.
You do like a whole Mona Lisa, and his face is just like, oh, Chuck. You know,
I kind of want to make a poster of cop Steven Seagal.
cops.
That's
Just,
a good one.
just
Big-
fat, broken Steven Seagal in a police uniform.
I think you
should
make him look
Photoshop-
like an overweight Dan.
Yeah.
He does look like Dan.
Yeah, but
For those who are listening, you don't know who Dan is. He's a character from Street Fighter.
this mother.
This motherfucker. Hey.
So, anyways, he's trying to learn how to do like this. For Street Fighter, the reason why he's weak is because one of his like projectile abilities is throwing his.
Actually, Dan's origin. Let me tell you about this shit. There was you know about Art of Fighting, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sort of.
Art of Fighting is a game made by SNK, the guys who did like King of Fighters and Fatal Fury.
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when Art of Fighting first came out,
Cool, good.
Capcom tried to sue SNK because it was too much like Street Fighter. Like Ryo looks like Ryu. He's got the same fucking moves. Hadouken! And he does a fucking he does like this, every move. All of his moves are just like Dan's, except for they're more effective.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when they lost that lawsuit, Capcom was like, man, and so they made Dan, and that was like supposed to be making fun of Art of Fighting.
Oh wow!
And
I didn't know that.
Dan acts a lot like Yuri. If you like, you'll use. And so that's where Dan comes from. And now, since they've had these crossover games together, Capcom and SNK, like SNK doesn't give a fuck what they do with Dan now. So like in Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, he's got the How Shokoken, except for it's like the How was it Gadoken or some shit like that?
Yeah.
But it's no different than the shit from King of Fighters, where it's like How Shokoken. He's like a big dumb fucking wide fireball. The only thing that's different is that it goes like that far.
Yeah.
And it sends him flying like 10 feet back because he's like it shoots himself backwards and shit.
He's so fucking sad.
I can do a fireball, but it can only go like 2 feet.
I like how they make him a good guy though. Like in some of the comics, like he's full of himself. Like
Yeah.
but he's
He's a good natured dude.
Yes,
he's just a
got
really
good intent.
egotistical motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's mostly because he's trying to impress his dad.
Yeah.
He's got some seriously unresolved father issues.
That's funny.
Daddy issues.
There are rumors.
Someone's daddy didn't hug him enough.
There are theories that.
Oh, it's a home run for me.
There are theories that what's his face from Darkstalkers
Which one?
is dude with the ponytail. What's his name? Donovan, I think.
Does he have a sword?
No, the vampire hunter.
Oh, he's got the sword, right?
Yeah.
He carries
That's
that girl.
supposedly that's Dan's father, according to most theorists, because they look identical.
Oh,
But
I mean, I could be like Dalsim and you are like, father and son.
I think
You just
Dan's
left
dad
India
is
and you just let your afro grow.
I think Dad's dad is forever an enigma. Like he just fucking took off for a pack of cigarettes and never came back.
He's like, son, I will go now. He just yogaed his way
Dan's
out.
mom has to be the Japanese one in that situation because his name is Dan Hibiki and his father is just nowhere to be found.
Wow.
So unless
Yeah.
Ryu is his dad, because Ryu's old as fuck, dude. Ryu, if you do the math, because in Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2, when they have like the little intros and shit for people, like, they have like little profiles for like Ken Masters, date of birth, Valentine's Day, blah 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 blah.
69, wasn't it?
No, Ryu's just as old as my mother.
Yeah.
Ryu's birthday is July 21st, same month and date as me, but in 1964,
Oh,
which
wow.
means
Shit.
that Ryu was 52 years old in Street Fighter 5.
But he
Street
looks
Fighter
like
4 takes
he's
place
like fucking
between
like
2 and
25
3.
or some shit. you
Yeah.
know? But
That
like,
motherfucker does not age.
I mean, I wonder if there's anything that explains that.
Well, look at Goken.
Yeah, Goken, that motherfucker was
Yeah.
supposed to be dead.
He comes back to life.
woke up out of an 8-year coma.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would've been
buff
like
as
that.
His muscles did not atrophy; they grew.
He just added water.
I got the first Street Fighter.
Oh, you do?
I love that fucking game.
Yes,
I played it all the
it's
time.
So fucking hard.
It's
dude.
hard as fuck.
Yeah.
I played it all the time in the arcade. Like, to throw a Hadouken, it's the same motion,
It's
but you have to be like
impossible.
extremely precise.
extreme
Wow.
on the fucking balls, and it's frustrating how
Wow.
difficult it is.
It's been a while since I played the
But
first.
you find Saddam in there. There's a lot of fighters. Not Birdie.
Yeah, Birdie's in there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Saddam's in there.
Yeah.
Sagat's like the boss in that game.
Yep.
Wow.
He's badass in that game. That's where their history comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't played that in like years. Is that the one on Super Nintendo, right?
No, that one was on arcade.
Mm-hmm.
I just got,
Oh,
He has a
shit.
MAME emulator.
A MAME emulator
Oh
of it.
shit, that's dope.
Yeah, it's badass, dude. And actually, I got a collection thing for it, where I plug it into the TV and I can play. It's fucking dope, man.
No,
I've been
that's-
beating this
that's
nigga Raekwon's ass in Street Fighter 24/7.
It's funny.
I'm funny as shit, and it's true. That's why it's funny.
I played, but
Not all entirely true.
I'm alright.
How many matches have you beaten me in Street Fighter?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm learning, so.
I can probably count on one hand how many times you've beaten me out of the hundreds I've beaten you.
would say hundreds, like 50.
Think of how much Street Fighter we played. Like,
A lot.
we go to fucking, when we go to Dada's house, that's all we play. I'd be like, let's play some Diablo. No, man, I'm trying to play some Third Strike. If you really want to get wrecked that
Third
bad,
Strike?
yeah.
I'd be getting my ass kicked. I would fuck some shit up in some Street Fighter. Me and Sprout would go back and
I haven't
forth
played Super Street Fighter
forever.
4 in forever, and I still hold a national ranking on that shit.
Wow.
Remember, and man, me and Sprout would play in his fucking house. We'd fucking go back and forth forever, dude. But my guy,
Or like in CVS 2.
fucking Zangief, nobody could fuck with me when I got.
Nobody believes me that I beat you with my eyes closed that one night, remember?
What night?
When we were fucking playing at Matt's house, and I was like, I'm gonna play with my eyes closed.
You sure that was me and not Matt?
It might have been Matt. It was. I know both of y'all niggas were there though. I beat somebody that night.
Yeah, I was. It wasn't me
And-
because I don't rush in. I'm fucking. I'm not the guy who. It's like
Excuse
Matt's the.
That's the
fucking
only way I
button
wanted to do because I had to rush in because my eyes were closed. You have to like listen, and if you try to like throw a fireball and you don't do it, you know what side you're on. That's the only way I can fucking realize like where I'm at.
Yeah.
And so I just rush in. So that way I can just stay in that one fucking spot and just keep them in the corner.
What is it? Who's that? The blonde chick who's like a wrestler. She wears blue.
Rainbow Mika, she's in 5 and she's dope as shit now.
Yeah, no. Terrence is really good with her.
I don't know, man.
It's
I'm
a-
good with
I
any
played 5 for the
wrestler.
first time at Anime Detour this year. I
Yeah.
played in a tournament and I made it to the quarterfinals.
Oh, dude, that geek fundraiser thing that I told you about. Like,
Uh-huh.
I went there, and I mean they played it there too. But I mean, I first played it at where Terrence used to live, and that shit was. I mean, it was fun. It was dope. I loved it. It's weird. I'm not a huge Street Fighter fan, but like I've grown up with it, so it's like yeah, sure. It's kind of like something I like.
You played quite a bit of it when me and Terrence were living together.
Oh yeah, no, of course I did. Yeah, but
Yeah,
but I was never good at it, so I was like, I never really cared. I was like,
I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good with Zangief like a motherfucker. That's my.
We
guy.
sat online for like 2 hours and I just watched them troll motherfuckers with Zangief under my profile. So like I'll play somebody with Ibuki,
yeah.
and then we would just go back to that same motherfucker and he would pick Zangief and just be like, "Rah!
Yeah.
Look at his frame is one. He's one of the only people that have a frame move that's only one.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you get in next to a person or you parry anything,
As soon as
boom.
that person gets up, if you knock them
Wow.
down, as soon as they get up, you got them.
Yep.
As soon as they knock you down, and as soon as
Get
you
up,
get up,
you
you
got
got them.
How would you
timing. You just spin it. The moment you hit the ground, you spin it, hit the button as you get up.
You gotta count frames
catch
fast
'em.
as shit, dude.
Yep.
That's why I be
Every
telling
fucking
Raekwon and Dada and them, like, they be like, how the fuck do you keep canceling my shit? I frame count.
time. Yep.
like that one epic battle? Fucking like was it Chun-Li versus? Yeah, he was like super kind of like counter block. She's like ba 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 ba.
Yes.
I was like
That
whoa.
shit was sick as fuck, dude.
And then you go boom.
I don't even know what the fuck
I have
is
that shit bookmarked on YouTube,
That
dude.
shit is so
That's just fucking great.
That shit is dope.
That was a Daigo versus somebody else. I forget who it was, but that shit was intense.
yeah, shit, dude. Oh yeah. So
They had a
anyways,
documentary that had that specific tournament in it. That was fucking great. It showed the whole thing.
I also seen that same Chun-Li player actually pull off that combo, and then after they connect it and it launches them in the air, they would jump up and hop on them in the
Yeah.
air and shit.
wow.
Yeah, some people are really good. But like I said, Zangief was my guy. I could on Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter, Street Fighter 3, fucking everything. It's just
Wow.
snatch. You snatch them up out of everywhere.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 4, like if me and Sprout would go back and forth, win, we'll go back and forth, and then Sprout will get a fucking a nice little whatever you want to call it, a run where he's got like 5, 6, 7 wins, and I'm like, okay, I fucking Zangief.
And that's when I get pissed. Fuck!
And then I'll win for a good chunk of time, but then Zangief's an exhausting dude because you gotta quickly wind that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we're running through matches. So after so many fucking wins, my hand gets tired. I gotta pick somebody else.
And I was, he's like, man, my thumbs are getting tired. I'm like, fuck you and your excuses.
It's fucking tough though. Get that wheel whipping every fucking time.
There's a shortcut. You don't have to do a full 360.
Yeah.
You just do a half circle backwards or forwards, and then you just, once you go back or forward,
Yeah.
you go to the upper opposite corner. Works every fucking time, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the. It only works on certain. So like the.
It works on third strike.
It doesn't
if-
work
if-
on 2.
It doesn't work on 2, but it works on third
You gotta
strike,
be more
and it
precise.
works on fucking Street Fighter 4. Pretty much works on anything
with
modern,
the joy.
anything new.
Yeah, anything with the joy, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I accidentally do it. And not even on purpose sometimes. When I'm trying to fucking do
T-Hawk's another motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I used to snatch motherfuckers up all the time.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
I got this combination where I would jump in, chop them, do my T-Hawk fly forward, do the up one, and then do the double X one down.
So like half that combo's in the air before he actually lands, and then fucking snatches you up by your skull, and then just fucking whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
And then it takes away like virtually the whole fucking bar. But
You know, T-Hawk, I don't know if I saw T-Hawk in the new one. Did I? I don't know.
He's not in 5.
no,
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
in 4.
Yeah, he's in Super Street Fighter 4.
Yeah,
I see this Aztec guy, and then like I think 1 or 2 more other ones.
he's a big chest guy, big as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like him and
The dude in 5 is named, I forget his name, Nick Ollie. Dude with the dreadlocks and shit.
Yeah. He's supposed to be like
Sean's sister's
Aztec
in
or
it.
something. Yeah. Maybe,
And fucking what's his name? I like all the wrestler guys. Even I just started to learn to play with that guy, but I gave up on the game because I had other things to do.
yeah.
But was that super fun cooking time? The luchador from Street Fighter 4.
El
Your
Fuerte.
take?
El Fuerte. El Fuerte.
Super dynamic cooking time!
Yeah.
I remember that guy. And so I was like, where's that guy? That guy's not in there. They took him off probably, or I don't know.
He's just a 4 exclusive, I think.
I think he was.
I'm really hoping that they release
It
some
was
new
kinda-
characters as DLC, though. Like when they make a Super Street Fighter 5.
Who'd you take?
But that new chick, what's the Brazilian one who does electricity?
I haven't.
That's Sean's sister. I forget her name,
I
but
haven't.
she's a Matsuda.
I haven't.
Yeah, no,
watched.
she's dope. Like I started learning her a little bit, and then like I defeated Terrence a bit more with her, so she's like one of my favorite. But I haven't played her in a while, so I kind of forgot.
I'm like a basics guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about combos and shit for me, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I like my guys are Ryu, Ken, Zangief, Blanca. Oh, any charge guys, I can fuck some shit.
E Honda.
Yeah,
E-Honda's my secret weapon.
Yeah, because
Wow.
those ones are easy. You can charge while you're doing other shit. Most
Mhm.
people don't realize.
You
that.
can hunter hand slap all day and then just be like, Dasui!
Yeah, or also
Yeah.
you can jump. The moment you jump forward, you can charge backwards.
Yep.
So you're jumping forward, you attack, and the moment you land, you let go and you can do your fucking charge.
That's
move.
why I like cats like fucking Terry and Rock,
Mhm.
because they got quarter circle moves. They got one charge move, and that's the fucking rising tackle.
Yep.
You can jump in at a motherfucker, like you can power dunk. Once they fucking drop to the ground, you just sit there and you just fucking punch, like you crouch and punch, kick, give them a little 2-piece in the biscuit,
Wow.
and then they'll either try to fucking roll away or they'll try to
Jump.
react,
Yep.
and then or they'll jump over you, and either one of those 3 situations is a perfect opening for you to rise and tackle and get that 6 hit in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or like sometimes I'll give them the fucking 2-piece, I'll roll and then give them the fucking 6-hit biscuit.
Yeah. I like to do my the sweep when they jump over the sweep, you jump in with the light punch and then you come in with that burn knuckle.
Yep.
But that's only on
CVS.
which one is it where he does the downwards one in the air? There's a Mark of the Wolf.
Oh yeah, that fucking where he does that super where he fucking charges at you and then
And he jumps in the air and comes down with the burning knuckle
Yep.
instead of just coming straight forward.
Okay.
And then you can land.
That's old Terry.
And then you can land a burn knuckle right after that, dude. And
Huh.
That's fucking beautiful. And then the fucking what is that?
Crack shot?
Crack shot.
That's my shit.
I love that dirty fucking move, man. 'Cause it's you can get people. In
You
the
can't block it from a crouching stance
because
because
it lands right on top of you.
Yep.
I like how they thought about that, like the contact point of the sprite or the spirit or whatever.
A lot of aerial stuff you can't block from a crouching stance,
Yep.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
So
it's kinda nice. But you can do a lot of uppercut shit too. It's just like with Ryu, if you're crouching and the person comes in at a certain depth, you don't always need to do a dragon uppercut. You can just do a fucking hard uppercut, and he just sits up and does his
Yeah.
uppercut, and you can still catch him. It's just like the high kick or the hard kick.
Yeah.
Like he'll do that spin kick and catch him, but that's only with the deep jump. Like if they're really in close on you and they get over the top, you can miss that heel kick and they can land right on top and you're on the opposite side of you.
I like cats like Ryu and Ibuki.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really fuck with Ken, dude. Too many motherfuckers stroke Ken's hair.
What's his name too though? Hugo.
Hugo's my guy. Hammer
yeah.
Mountain!
Fucking throw a fucking soda can and shit.
I
I fucking hate that.
Hugo's like the only really like 360 move dude that I really fuck with besides Geef. But I don't really fuck with Geef too often. I'm okay with him, but he's just not my dude like that, man, because that's too much fucking full circle
He's
motion.
alive. I've never played Geef. I'm basic.
He's a powerhouse though, man. I fucking
yeah,
like Geef.
he's strong, but he's just you need a lot of practice with that guy.
Yeah. I like Chun-Li a lot, especially in Third Strike, dude. She's fucking unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yoon and Yang are pretty dope, but Yoon more especially. He's a heavy ass hitter, and I like that. That's the main reason why I like Ryu. He's a really basic dude. He's got a lot of fucking balanced moves and defensive things that you can do, and then like he hits hard as fuck.
What about
especially in CVS 2?
What about in games like King of Fighters or excuse me, Fatal Fury genre games? Like, have you played any of those? Like Kim Kepler?
Oh, me and Raekwon played that shit a lot.
I played a little bit, but I never was really into it as much as
Who do you
Street
fuck
Fighter,
with?
probably.
I
I was more into like RPGs.
We're going King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, like the SNK franchise.
Okay.
But I know of it, a little bit of it. I don't know a whole lot.
I could go with. I normally use K or Kia, or Kensa.
Fucking Pyro.
I am a pirate.
Kenso's my guy. I like Kenso a lot.
I like Kensa.
Especially in KOF 13. He be rocking niggas.
It's like the advanced version of what's his face? He uses boxing.
Fucking Dudley.
Yes,
Oh
Dudley.
my God.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Gutter trash.
That's the other one.
Let's fight
Dudley
with
and
dignity.
Balrog are my
Dude, he stays
guys.
ducking fireballs. You know that shit where he's like, whoo, and he can fucking
Yep.
punch at you. Like if you time it just right, he'll duck right underneath the fireball,
Yep.
dude.
Wow.
Yeah, Ibuki's got a forward crouching medium kick, and she slides underneath fireballs. That shit's beautiful, dude. I piss motherfuckers off in Street Fighter 4 all day with that shit.
I love those dodge moves, man. It brings it back to like I don't know why I'm relating the two, but like Smash Brothers. You can do that. I love that because I never knew about that until one day like I was waiting for someone to get done using the bathroom and the intro played or whatever. I just started up, and then they're like, "Oh, you want to do this? Like do this." And I'm like, "Okay, you want to dodge down for a quick dodge? Do this." And I was like, "The fuck, you could do that?"
Hell yeah.
And I've used it. And I was
You
like,
can stay
"Holy
dodging in
shit!"
Smash Bros.
And it also brings back to Mario. Well, it's not really dodging. It's more of like deflecting back.
With that fucking
Yeah, with
little
the yellow
sheet.
cape.
Yeah.
Whatever is sheet. And so like I love using Mario. He's like one of my favorites because people are always throwing shit at me, so I just deflect it back.
I fucking love Lucina, dude, because she's got that counter where like you'll just sit there and take the hit, and she just stabs the shit out your ass, and you go flying.
Oh god,
That shit's dope as hell.
Man,
Marth does that shit too. Marth's
yeah.
really dope for that.
Yeah, no, I love Marth. Man, I wonder if they're gonna make a new Smash Brothers because like
There
Smash
is a new
Brothers.
Smash Brothers.
Really?
It's been out forever, dude. It just
No.
came out like a year or two ago.
No, not that one. I mean a new one.
They're gonna make us wait forever like the last time.
yeah.
And, like, if people look, if we went back in time and looked at ourselves and showed ourselves like the Smash Bros that's out now, we'd be like, nigga, that shit is fake. Because they got like everybody, like fucking Sonic and Mario and Ryu, Bayonetta, and Cloud.
I want to buy Bayonetta. She's dope. She looks dope as shit.
She's dope as fuck. But
bought
I'm trying to
Cloud.
fucking get Ryu.
I'm not gonna lie, I bought Cloud as a fanboy, so.
He's so fucking OP. I don't really like Cloud on any fucking format, man. He's just too fucking
But I
strong.
mean, still my favorite is Toon Link, Mario.
Link is my guy.
Toon Link is my shit. I don't know why. I feel like he hits hard.
He's way faster than normal Link, and
He's like I feel like he hits harder. I don't know.
he hits way the fuck harder, dude.
Yeah.
Normal Link hits a little bit harder, but Toon Link hits hard as fuck. He's just fast as fuck. So that makes up for his lack of power.
It's like the Akuma and Ryu.
Like if you ever watch if you dash run with Toon Link, he runs just as fast as Sonic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. No, he's my jam. I have fun with him a lot. Every time I play with him. But I want to learn more characters. I didn't know Peach was gonna be my favorite. I was like,
Peach is fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, I was like, man, if it was this bullshit Peach, I ain't gonna play Peach. She looks weak.
Her double jump is the shit, man, because you just stay floating on them hoes.
Yeah. Like, y'all fight. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna grab his heart. Ooh. Look, I heal all my life. No, but like no, but I didn't know she was like my favorite. Like she was such a hard hitter. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I should have played like Peach I was gonna call her Bleach. Peach a long time ago. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Rosalina and Luma's pretty dope.
Rosalina.
Wait, would you have it for the 3-disc?
The
Yeah.
3-disc?
You do? Oh, we
The
should play,
3Ds
man.
3D's nuts.
I need to give you my friend code
Actually,
like 2 days.
my 3DS is actually over in my trunk right now.
My shit's at home, but I mean, it ain't shit, but just a fucking
Yeah,
few blocks
like
away.
once we we're done with it.
We gotta play.
But anyways, oh my god, that guy looks just like your Xbox character. Looks just like you.
Yeah.
He's wearing white, just like you.
is my profile still on here?
I don't know. I gotta let rid of a lot.
Does Left 4 Dead still work on this bitch?
No, my disc reader doesn't work. That's I'm getting.
Oh,
it
that's
fixed.
right.
It's gonna cost me $50 to get it fixed.
Why just buy Xbox One?
I
He's
have
got
one.
one.
It's
Oh.
in the house. This
Oh.
is just out here for this, you know.
Oh no, word.
So I got Netflix. I got a lot of stuff that's on here, but I'm basically using it for the YouTube and
Oh no, definitely.
whatever else. But the video games, like, say we're done with the podcast, we turn it on. We can sit here, chill. I'm gonna get a small fridge. Me and Jamie talked about it.
That's a good idea.
So I'm gonna put water and stuff out here. I'm also getting a fan put in here. Well, I'm gonna put in the fan because
Yeah.
I'm handy.
He had extra H. Handy.
Handy.
But yeah, I
It's
can
mama
do
cool.
stuff. So yeah, I want to make it a little more comfortable in here for everybody.
No, definitely. It's already like.
I'm gonna
fucking
make that a
amazing.
little bit wider.
Is it not as wide as ours?
No.
No. I actually, it was as wide as ours, but I made it wider. Ours wider.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Because you guys are fat.
Yeah.
No, I was
So-
like, man,
And he's
feeling good.
racist.
Yeah.
He said Sprout's black ass can have the skinny part.
They got a big fat butt to be sitting on. So, anyways, but what I'm gonna do is I already got cloth. I just need to get some cushion.
Yeah.
There's some down here.
But
Cushion.
yeah, I don't want to use that cushion. I'm using that for I'm putting it together so I can teach kids judo in the back once I get the deck redone, because I can pull out my wrestling mats and put them out there and then use those for throw mats. So I'm gonna get those prepared for that. You know, those are just my cushions for it. So yeah, and they'll be good. But yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, I want to do that. Put cushion on here. I already know how to upholster and do all that shit, so it's not gonna take much fucking work at all.
Oh, okay,
Literally, it'll be like a 5-10 minute project. It took me long enough for Sprout to walk over or get his shit and walk over to my house for me to practically build 2 flower boxes.
Wow.
So
Shit.
it didn't take long, and this won't take long at all.
No.
So we'll at least have comfortable spots to sit. We'll have something cool to drink.
We'll have shit to look at all over the place.
Yes, we'll
This would be
have
dope.
inspiring
Inspiration
stuff.
everywhere.
Now be
There's
here.
books.
If
I
you
got
can
mad
close that
comics on
window,
my
I
brother.
live in the studio.
Just, like, close it all the way just for a
I'm
second.
gonna live in the studio.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to insulate this door as well, so we don't have that sound going on. I'm sure.
It's the same sound with or without this open.
No, I'm talking about. Yeah, I just want
Yeah.
to see. I mean,
But
it's
I
a
mean,
little bit more, not much, but it's
it's
the
nothing that the
treble.
magic of editing can't
it's the
fix.
treble.
The
Yeah.
acoustics
That's
in
the
here,
bass.
the
Yeah.
acoustics in here are great.
So what I want to do is insulate this door, and then we'll be good.
It's gonna be,
And put eggshell carton on it or whatever the fuck it is, you know.
What is it? You can buy a friend of mine did this. You can buy like that foam shit or whatever. You could just use regular foam if you wanted to, and you could just put it on the walls.
Well, that's what I'm going to do is buy the styrofoam and put it up there.
Yeah.
At the orchestra hall, those cubes and shit, they're made out of rubber foam.
Oh,
and
okay.
the sound bounces off perfectly towards the listener, no matter where you're sitting.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, maybe have like a few here and then on that door, and then yeah, it'd just be really hot, but then that's whatever.
Well, no, that's the other thing. What I plan on doing is getting a fan, and I also made many air conditioning units of my own.
Oh, okay.
So what we'll do is we get a pump, water pump. I already have water pump. So anyway, so what you do is get a cooler, this big styrofoam cooler. You drop the water pump in it. You fill it with water, salt, and ice. Salt melts the ice, but the ice is colder
Yeah.
than 32 degrees, so it'll actually stay colder without freezing. So it gets really cold. Then I take that coil that's hooked up to the water pump, which is copper coil, and then I run it up in a coil and around in front of a fan that I have poking out of the side or
Yeah.
taped to the side of the cooler or on top. And then that will blow, the pump will run the ice cold water through the fan, through in front of the fan. The fan blows the cold air out and through the ice bank, and then on the other side will be a hose or a PVC pipe that I just stick in through the top, and it blows the air out. Me and Jasper did that. It was fucking 92 degrees in the house. We went in the bedroom. We got it down to 78 degrees
Wow.
with 2 of those, and it was a bedroom.
Man, you are handy.
So 1 or 2 of those, we could cool this fucking place off 10 to 20 degrees within 2 to 3 hours. But we need a lot of ice. But that's like $1.50 or whatever. So when we're having a long session, we just can do it if it gets hot in here. Now in the mornings, if we leave this shit closed, it's cold. Like it stays cold in here all fucking night. Like if I leave that open and nice and cold, and I come and close it early in the morning, it stays cold in here. You know?
Oh shit, sorry. Don't worry about it.
But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have a little warmer conditions. It's not that bad yet, but I mean it's gonna get warmer.
Yeah.
Winter is what I'm worried about.
Winter, this city will be insulated. I have a heater. We got power. We're good. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident on that.
Yeah, I think I'm more worried about summer, cause like again, like when something's cold, it's a quick fix. You just buy a heater and you're good.
Yeah, and also all I need to do is put a lid on this, and it could be a temporary lid. I can run fucking plastic sheet across it so it keeps the heat down
Okay.
instead of being trapped in the roof. But that's a low roof and it's insulated, so I mean,
Probably unnecessary.
yeah, it's not really. It's only an extra couple cubic feet up. So I mean, the energy that you need to heat it up will be a little bit more, but not that much. I mean, it'll be noticeable, but not that noticeable. So, but the insulated door will help quite a bit with that. And everything. This is all insulated except for right here. That's not insulated. The rest of this is all the way around except for right here, like I said. So when we get the AC in here, it'll stay cool in here as well because it's insulated.
Okay.
The insulation. So we'll have the seats, we'll have all this good shit. And but we have, shit at our disposal. I got Internet Explorer on here. I can, so we can look at porn later if you want.
Yeah. I love porn.
But I was thinking about getting a Kinect, but I thought that was a good idea for a moment, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to get a webcam.
Yeah, just do that.
Yeah, and just put it right here. And that will get all of this shit.
This is the top of a mountain, dude.
Yeah.
We're at though.
South Korea. I forget what it's called. It's like
Mount
Mount
Korea.
It's like yeah, it's what we call. That's what me and Terrence call it, Mount Korea.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, his slideshow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
You guys have been to Colorado?
I love Colorado.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going
pretty
back. We're trying to go this summer.
Yep, this summer we're going to go there. We're
That's
going to
dope.
go do some recreational drugs where it's legal, because we don't do that here in Minnesota.
Nope.
Nope.
We're law-abiding citizens.
Yep.
Yeah, no, fuck that. That's so. We're going to go to Colorado, have fun. It's going to be legal in not much longer, I think, in the U.S. in the next 5 to 10 years. I think it's.
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
pretty
legal.
sure.
I mean, it might as well be Nuku, but it's going to be really fucking
I don't know.
great.
Nuku.
You've never seen Nuku Nuku?
Never seen Nuku.
Oh, that's my shit.
I'm
You're not
kind of
scared?
I kind of like slowed down on anime, but like I started reading manga.
That's old as shit, dude.
Yeah, no,
I got that shit when I was in high school.
No, I could tell from the artwork. It looks like from the 80s or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when we were like super far from behind Japan. So that's from like '88, I think.
Yeah.
There was a
Some shit
moment
like
in
that.
time where we didn't get the content until a decade later.
Yeah,
And
90s.
now we're literally like a week behind Japan.
Yep, which is great.
Like was I recently read Devilman?
Yeah.
Devilman is
That
so
shit
good,
is
dude.
good.
That's
Have you seen
so
the anime
old.
for it? It's so
good.
old as fuck.
No,
dude.
not really.
No, there's also a Devilman versus
009.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I saw
shit.
that.
Is it good?
It's not bad. It's like alright,
It's
whatever.
newer though, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
more newer.
but it's made by the same dude. Like
Yeah.
both, it's a crossover from the same dude's work. So
Is it exactly the same work, or does it look dated, or it doesn't look as dated as the first
it's the
one?
same art style. It's
Okay.
just new.
I
But
like
yeah,
the dated
Devilman
look.
versus Cyborg 009. I want to see that shit. And
I
then
like the dated.
what I want them to do is Devilman versus Cutie Honey.
What's cute down here?
Because
Cutie
Cutie
Honey.
Honey had a lot of Devilman fucking cameo appearances in it, and
I like it.
that's made by this. That's made by Go Nagai.
It's interesting.
Oh,
like
nice.
I saw like Devilman versus 009.
Go
they did
Nagai made some
fight-
dope shit.
They did fight, but like they didn't like one didn't defeat the other exactly. They just defeated each
Yeah.
other. So they both. But it's funny. They both did like a punch at the same time, and then they both lost their arm. So
Nice.
one had to get a new arm, and the other one
Just
he
grew
just
it
put
back.
yeah, he just put it back. And he was like, all right, cool. And that
He
was
did that
it.
shit in the first Devilman. He lost his arm and he just said shunk and just put that shit back together.
Yeah, no, that was man. I read the shit. Oh, it was fucking crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Like
There was also Devil Lady, and I want to see that be a crossover with Devilman. I think there might be with Devilman
I
and
think
Devil
the
Lady.
Devil Lady was the one where it's like I was reading like that little pair. What do you call it? What do you call those? Where they kind of just tell you the
Plot summary.
Yeah, plot summary. Excuse me. Yeah, my fucking English.
You're so Asian.
I saw Ace. So I tell you the story. So yeah, like something about like this teacher and like her students were like tennis, whatever. She's teaching them tennis or some shit like that or some kind of sport. And like some guys came in, they were like gonna rape the girls, and then she turned into like Devil Woman or something. And it was like crazy or something. And she started killing.
Yeah, her
them.
origin's a little
Something
bit
like that.
different than Devilman's, but it's the same concept.
Okay.
You get
Yeah.
you get misled to like some fucking demon shit.
Yeah, it's
And then-
fucking crazy. These guys were like probably like football players or I don't know what the fuck they were. They were doing sports, and they're like, oh, I just want to rape some women or some shit, and they just went in. And, I don't know. I read it really quick. I skimmed it, so
Yeah.
you know if anyone knows and correct
Sounds
me,
like
please.
my kind of
I've
comedy,
never really
man.
got I've never really gotten into it too far. Like I've read the plot summary myself, like on
Yeah.
the back of the DVDs
That's so
and shit.
fucking insane.
But I know it's made by Go Nagai. Like all that shit, dude. He does
Yeah.
so much fucking good shit.
Dude, you know how
That's not even good English, proper English.
You know how Devilman
What the fuck is
started?
wrong with me?
That shit's fucking. You know how Devilman started though? Like how you became Devilman?
Yeah.
Shit's fucking crazy. I love it. He's like,
He-
all right, I need you to come to this this really like dank room, right? Just come in here.
And
It's like a
bunch
giant
of,
club
there's this
and
fucking
shit.
dark ass
Yeah.
It's
fucking
like the fuck-
party and shit.
Yeah, he's like, I don't get. It's like, well, in order to perform Sabbath, you need to lose yourself, so you had to not care about life anymore and just
Mhm.
do crazy shit.
Yep.
Want to drink some spiked alcohol? He's like, all right, I'll do this for mankind. He fucking drank this fucking bottle, and he fucking danced his life away. He was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, his friend Rio was like, all right, we need some blood. Takes the bottle, bah!
They just
Starts
start
slapping
statues,
motherfuckers.
dude, shanking
Yeah, the guy's
motherfuckers
like,
and shit.
dude, what the fuck, man? And so they go, like, everyone starts getting angry. They start trying to fight Rio. And so, like, you know, Akira's like, oh shit, like, Rio, like, no, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're fucking crazy. And those are the guys who were going after Rio are like, they start transforming into demons because I guess they got possessed and whatever.
Demons showed up and started just jumping into people.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And so,
It was-
and then you know, Akira's like, oh shit, I didn't get it yet. I don't get it. And so at some point, like, when his friend was almost like he almost died or something, or like, you know, someone's about to like almost kill him, he was like, fuck it. He turned into the Devil Man. He just noticed. He just realized.
It's
So I think
because he's got Amon in him. He's possessed by
Amon.
the son of the devil.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's funny. It was like how he got it was like reverse possession. It's like, demon, I got your power, your body now. Now I'm controlling you.
Yep.
And so it's kind of.
I really like that fucking series, man.
It was so fucking
It
good.
was.
I've never seen the series. I've seen like an episode.
The one where he fought that bird head chick.
That was
dude,
great.
that was fucking
yeah.
nuts.
I think I saw that one.
That was so good.
But this is Ranma, dude.
This is my shit right here.
Yeah,
Oh, Ranma. Yeah.
yeah. It's a good show.
Wasn't it like a dude who can turn into a girl and then he like knows
Yeah.
kung fu?
Water. Yeah, it's great. It's funny.
Sad curse.
Old.
That sucks. Does he have like a girl?
He's
he
got
likes?
a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
That curse?
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got
He's
multiple.
this fucking harem. It's like the first harem anime I ever watched.
Yeah, where he's got like 100 different girlfriends.
Yeah.
Or girls that are supposed to be married to him. He's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for none of this shit.
Yeah.
I
I just want to be a master or whatever the fuck he was doing.
just want to be a man, and I want to be good at what I do.
I don't want to be a girl.
But he became a girl. How did he get cursed in this?
He fell in the curse
We
spring
wanna
of drowned
watch
girl.
this
Yeah.
first episode.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
But we'll do that after the podcast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's just see what else that we have here to talk about. So you do your claymores and you do like.
Oh no, it's
medi-
more long
medieval.
swords.
It's
Medieval
long,
combat.
medieval, yeah. So okay, same
Yeah.
thing. See, I bunch it into white people's swords and Chinese people and Asian.
Hey, what'd you try right here?
Well, we've
Well-
been doing sword training ourselves. Me and Raekwon have been teaching them a bit about like European fencing.
Oh, okay.
And,
what kind of?
I don't have like legit fencing equipment anymore, so we've been using boken. But we haven't really focused too much on that because of the fact that I don't have the right equipment. So we've been trying to
Yeah,
do feudal
But, you know, I
Japanese
mean-
sword fighting.
true.
So,
But you know, just having a stick is already like. I mean, they probably
Yeah.
use shit like that.
well,
back
I'm
in
gonna
the day.
buy 2 more foil and 1 more epee at one point, and then
Yeah.
I'm just gonna just go
What
back to
happened to
doing.
all your shit? Because I remember you used
I
to
left
have a
him at
whole
Rob and
bunch.
Lori's, and then when Lori was moving, she said, "Come and get your shit," and I never got an opportunity to go back there and get it because I was too busy working. So my foil and my epee are both gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
I used to,
And
in
my
high
mask.
school, this
My
motherfucking
mask.
dude would be like, "Hey, you want to fence it?"
I
I'm
like
like,
those
"I've
masks.
never fenced before."
Sorry.
You're like, "Come on." He'd be like,
I used a knife. Ah.
I would show people the basics, and then I would just go fucking Soul Calibur on motherfuckers.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fucking.
That's kind of what I've been doing with Raekwon with the katana now.
Oh, okay.
So none of the shit that I've never like taken like classes for katana. I just watch a lot of fucking anime, and I watch a lot of kung fu movies,
High school.
and I
for fencing,
fucking I read up about it in high school and shit because I
that's-
fenced all the time. So
Yeah. No, that's good. You got some experience on that.
yeah,
Me, I don't have any experience, but I know like I don't know,
Any
like
practice is experience.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
that's
dude.
true. No, that's true. Like jump rope. I mean, even though some people might think it's dumb, that shit helps a lot.
Do you
with
have,
footwork,
uh,
with footwork?
do you have a
Yeah,
wooden
that's-
practice sword?
I do not.
You should fucking invest in one. And you should
Yeah,
come spar
well-
with me and Ray, dude.
I no, definitely.
I'd love to
Probably
see your
after when
fucking
I
sword
come
play.
after when I come back from vacation, because this past like few months I've been investing a lot on my vacation to Cali. So we're about to leave next week. So, but yeah, no, I will get either a wooden sword or maybe like with those plastic ones, and then like maybe I can show you guys something.
I'm using a boken, so
Yeah,
it's got to be
I
able
mean-
to endure that.
I mean, you can still use that. It's just that it won't have the guard, you know, when you have the boken. So when you're
Yeah.
doing your shit, you can still like parry and then
Mhm.
hit. So
Well, me
I'm-
and Terrence were talking about doing some training and shit too. But we were talking about doing like mitts and jujitsu and shit.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's teaching me that. It's been like 2 weeks since we've gone to the gym and actually like practiced that.
But here, that deck's gonna be finished next weekend. That's perfect, 12 by 12 square, except for
Okay.
that part over there. I got mats that cover the surface. We can do training. We don't. Here's the thing. Now that I'm older and I'm not like fucking, I'm not this guy.
Sorry, Quan.
I'm not young like that, so I'm not going to use explosive energy and shit. Like, we know what we're doing. The teaching aspect, the slower touching. Nate Diaz called it touch butt. But basically, it's fighting without hitting hard. Like, okay, so when we were doing the mitts, remember
Yeah.
that mitt drill that we did?
Yeah.
Similar to that, except for we're not trying to hit the pad hard. We're just like this. Like this.
Technique. It's more
Just-
focused
yeah,
Me
on
and
like,
Sherm do
like
that
this.
like since day one when we were younger, dude. We weren't trying to fuck each other up.
But
we were
everybody
trying
else
to
would
get
be
ready
like,
for fucking
would be
other
like,
people up.
Who they're trying to
Yeah,
go hard.
like Matt
and
What the
Chris.
fuck?
Alright,
Mainly Chris.
Yeah,
That
Chris with his
dude-
fucking hammer arms and shit.
Yeah.
Going back on that intermediate class.
Well, exactly.
That guy went all out and he fucking it shit hurt, and I didn't realize like the sweater I was wearing was
Where
well,
did
not
he hit
sweater,
you?
but it was like it was a fencer jacket,
Yeah.
but it was like probably like an older, cheaper one,
No,
and
because
that shit just felt like a thick sweater.
fencing jackets are usually not that thick.
Yeah,
They're about as thick as they get is about like poof.
but
and-
yeah.
When you get hit, you still feel that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
it fucking hurt. I was like, oh, that kind of hurts a bit. Oh, it hit my hand. And like one of the guys who I know, Josias or whatever his name is. Yeah, his name was Josias. Anyways, I shouldn't have said his name. Edit that out. So anyways, one of the guys, he goes to competitions and he does it. And like I looked at his jacket. I was like, dude, can I feel your jacket? That shit is like kind of like a motorcycle jacket. Where it's like very like strong like leather, and it's kind of like, oh god, dude, it's fucking it's like I feel like you can like if I hit him with like a lead pipe, it would kind of hurt.
I
full
feel-
force. But I don't know. Well, then again, not a lead pipe. That's over exaggeration.
Yeah,
But, so basically,
murder him.
well, I mean, because like that is like competition ready,
yeah, I know.
and then you go with like metal swords,
Right.
and of course it's not sharp, but then and like they're going full swing, and when they hit each other, that shit doesn't really hurt as much. So imagine if you went like that on me, and I had just that regular fencing jacket, where it's not like thick and puffy and shit. Like I would be dead. I'd be like, all right, well there goes my arm. I'm see you next week.
broken
Like,
arm.
Raekwon hit me in the floating rib last weekend,
oh man.
and I was like, I wasn't on my game though. I was sick as fuck, and I tried to go in on some fucking crazy Soul Calibur shit, and he just said, BAP! Cracked me like dead in my fucking rib right here.
Oh.
It felt like he hit like an internal organ or some shit. That's how bad that shit hurt. I was like, ah! I was just froze up against the garage wall, like, ah!
Oh shit, dude. But you know, it's interesting jumping from beginner to intermediate, like like jumping into their class. Man, you get ass whooped and you learn a lot. Like
you always learn from a loss, dude. I mean,
oh yeah,
even if it's not a loss, like it's a training thing.
Yeah.
But any kind of personal defeat or somewhere where you thought you were going and you got set back, you see your limit and where you are right now.
Yeah.
And what you need to do to get to a certain
Oh,
level.
yeah.
Like you realize that there's certain levels for sure.
Yeah.
And then you realize your place, but then you also learn what the fuck you did wrong.
Like I'm not gonna lie, that guy went all out and I was like, shit, this is how competition fighting is? Like fuck. Like it demoralized me a bit, but then I was just like, no, fuck that. Fuck that.
Do it, man.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that. I paid for this class, I'm gonna keep going. Fuck that shit.
Why not? You learn as much as you can while you're there.
Oh yeah.
How much is it?
If you find the Groupon, just Google it. It's like $36. Yeah. Well, for the first month, and then if you go there, then they'll tell you like, oh, the next 2 months it's also the same price, like $36 a month for the next 2 months. So, but
I was
then
thinking
after
about going back there for fencing.
Yeah, definitely. You could take everything. I don't know if they did. I don't know how they were back then.
It's just the fucking Minnesota Sword Club was primarily just fencing when I was first there.
Yeah. No.
And I never had like a membership there. I just went there when we had to go there because we never had our own fencing. We were the only team in Minneapolis to have a fencing team.
Oh yeah.
And so we fought with like we fenced other schools that like actually had fencing teams, and we either went to their places or we would go to the Minnesota Sword Club when they had like their tournaments and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was only there for like that, but when I was there, it was a heavy focus on fencing. They only sold fencing gear.
I think medieval swords, medieval fencing is on the rise, or maybe I'm starting to see more people, like a lot of people, like when there's classes, like however you see fencing, like you come in, you see people, like a shit ton of people. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like
you guys just keep talking about that, man.
No word. And so there's people of all ages. I mean, people younger than me. I haven't seen any kids. If there is, they're separate. They're youth. Me, there's like guys who are like, there's this one guy. He's probably like 50 something, and he's taking a beginner's like medieval class to me. I'm like, oh shit, So they're pretty open. I'd say, and also they encourage you to take all the classes.
Yeah, I'd like to assume that because it's the Sword Club that you're basically paying your membership there.
Oh yeah.
And then you just do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of how it was when I used to hang out there with friends and stuff. Like, we just meet up there and I would hang out and watch people fence and stuff. And people just did whatever the hell they wanted to. Man, they had like chess boards all over the place.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I did not eat breakfast.
I didn't. We can get it.
But yeah, anyways.
But it's cool because I guess off days when it's not class, you can come there and just train. But the thing is, like, there's a lot of people like
it's like a dojo basically.
Yeah, a lot of people like that take the classes with me. Like I don't see them, and the only person I see is like that one the super pro fencer guy, and he goes there to train a lot, and he's really dedicated. And I'm like, yeah. So he told me, he asked me, what is it?
In like a swordsman battle, you have a medieval character versus a Edo Japan character.
Well, it depends on what sword that they're using, really, man. Because just like your bokken is a lot different than my bokken.
Yeah.
Like that's two different styles of katana.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
And
there's multiple styles of like European sword fighting. So like,
if you break it down, it all goes down to the person, how well they are. Because like a person who has like a halberd, they have long reach and they can hit me, but it takes them a long time. But if I'm agile enough and skilled, I can run in and just stab him.
You can fucking. There's like 8 different ways you can walk around a motherfucker, dude.
So it kind of like, but comparing swords, it's kind of like apples to oranges or whatever. Yeah. So it's all about.
Really a matter of how dedicated you are to your craft.
I could say the same thing about Kung Fu, and Bruce Lee said it well. A quote from Bruce Lee. I don't know if it's the right quote, but every Kung Fu is pretty much the same, or every martial arts is the same, until someone grows like a third arm. Well, that's me, but because like everyone is gonna have the same limbs. Like,
they only have the unlimited amount of movement.
Yeah,
like everybody can do this
until like a Goro looking motherfucker comes out. Like fucking, I got 2 other arms. Like man, fuck.
Surprise, motherfucker!
So basically,
I'm not dead, motherfucker.
He was saying that anything that you can imagine can be a martial art because of that creativity. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course.
So, but the least amount that you need to use is the more efficient way to do it, and that's what he was all about as well.
Yeah.
And that's why he was straight punch. Straight punch wastes no fucking energy. You're right there, right? You know how quick a fucking straight punch is. Where a hook.
Yeah.
Unless you're, countering with a side hook or a fucking,
Yeah. Because
quick too.
Also, like at the sword place, when you're asking about like the different swords, what is it? There's a guy with a great sword versus another guy with like I think a long sword, but he also had like a dagger in the back. So I'm like kind of watching them go at each other, and it's kind of cool. Like they're doing the shit, and then like they got. Like, you can grab swords if you wanted to, I guess. Like, supposedly in there. Like, it's okay. Like, that's like, the more higher, upper, advanced level. You grab their sword, and so at some point, like, I guess one of the guys, I think it was the guy with the long sword, he got his sword grabbed, or he lost it or whatever, so he was like, or he did something, he was like, fuck it. So he had a dagger in the back, and he tried to pull that out, but, the other guy came in and was like, punched him in the face. But, but at that point, when the guy was punching, he was just like, he wasn't serious, he was just like, tapping. So... I mean, so you can go verse other people.
Yeah, dude, check this shit out. Like, this is exactly where it can go. Like, if you wanted to do it. I watched this shit, dude. It's fucking legit.
It was like UFC for sword fighting?
Yes, dude, check it out.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Oh my god. You just changed my life forever, dog. Because I have to wait 4 years to watch Olympic fencing. Every fucking 4 years. But this shit right... Ooh! Yes!
You could still get hurt.
Is that live steel?
Yeah, that's
This is probably dull as shit.
No, it is. They have to be.
Yeah, otherwise they kill each other. But they be fucking people up, dude. Like,
you ever seen that competition longsword?
See him hit him in the face with the shield? Like,
hell yeah. Dude, this is so raw.
Oh, got him in the chin with the shield. You see that?
When did they start this?
Right?
It's a while ago, like a year or two ago.
Would you participate in this?
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, also...
Yo, are the Olympics this year?
No. They're after They're every 4 years, so they're after the election year.
Fuck, man, because I really want to watch Olympic fencing.
I think it's the second year after. So they were like 2 years ago, dude.
Was it? There was a guy there at the... Actually, I don't want to say. Wow, this guy's...
bleed a little cuts here and there. But...
Yeah. No, that shit really protects you. I think he got cuts maybe from his helmet, or I don't know.
But yeah, so
Yes,
that's
from the
legit,
shield
dude.
when they hit him in the face. That's my guess.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding you, man.
No, that shit's dope. They also teach, I forgot the other kinds of weapons they teach. I'm sure they teach greatsword. It's almost the same thing. A bit more finesse, and then you have to grab your blade. Like not from the handle, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I know what it is. It's got that thing right above it. Like,
and besides, knights back then, they wore like all armor, so they just grabbed it. They're like
the Scottish sword.
The bastard sword.
Yeah, it said the fucking extra thing above the hilt.
No, the bastard sword. It was like a weird. It's in between the great sword and like the long sword, or was it long sword and short sword? Where the handle, it's like longer than the short sword, but it's like shorter than the long sword. So it's like, man, I wish I had an example. Like this would maybe closest example. Like, I think the longsword's like this, where there's obviously like you could put another hand here. The other one's like a hand and a half or something. So you're like it's
short
like
sword.
Yeah. So
Short sword. Short sword. Usually the hilt comes down like right about here.
Or it's just the thing itself.
Yeah.
Cause it cut like your whole hand covers it. But like for the bastard sword,
a lot of foils and epées now have a pistol grip instead of like the classic German grip.
Oh yeah.
And so it looks like you're holding a little gun.
Yeah.
And that's about as far as the hilt or the sword goes.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, there's the regular hand, and then there's like that weird one. Yeah.
I like the pistol grip.
But like they teach was it short sword, sword and shield. I just thought of a tongue twister.
I was trying to teach Levi. Have you met Levi, Jeremiah's brother?
No.
So when I was living with like Jeremiah and my son's mom and stuff like that. He has a brother named Levi, and so we went to Renfest. We got wooden swords, and I was like, I'm gonna teach you guys how to sword fight. This was a couple years ago. Jeremiah actually took it real serious, which is really good.
That's good.
But Levi, when we were picking weapons, Jeremiah bought a short sword and a dagger.
Yeah.
And then Levi got a short sword and he got a long sword and a shield. He's a left-handed person, so fighting with him is just really weird because he's southpaw. And
that's fine, because Link,
but also he never really followed instructions. So he would try to do like Captain America shit with the shield. Like he wouldn't like throw it at you because it's like strapped to his arm.
Yeah.
But he would always try to fucking attack you with the shield. And I was like, you're leaving yourself wide open every time. He says, why? I said, try to do that shit with me again. And he swings the shield at me, and I chopped his arm. Done. Fight over.
Like you don't. I mean, you know, come on, you know, kids they watch media and they're like, oh, I want to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But Jeremiah takes this shit seriously, man. And like it was to the point where he'll use the short sword two-handed.
Yeah.
But then like he'll come at you one-handed with his left hand with the short sword, and he'll throw his dagger at you.
Oh wow, he's pretty smart. Who's that? Was that?
My son.
Wow. That's fucking shit. That's smart as shit. That's like some Oh, that's some berserk shit. I'm about to jump on that manga train. All right, enough of that. But yeah, they also teach knife handling. You know, like the whole eskrima. Yep,
Yeah.
like the whole.
Yeah, me and Rob used to do that a lot. Remember?
I was telling him that
Yeah.
me and Rob, or that Rob used to go to the Kali group, and it was ran, or that's Dan Isanto's school, who's the protege of Bruce Lee, and he's from the Philippines, and also he does eskrima, stick fighting, you know,
Yeah.
all Filipino arts, and then Jeet Kune Do, because he learned that shit from Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
He's also been in a few Bruce Lee. A matter of fact, have you ever seen The Game of Death?
Yeah.
He was the stick fighting guy.
Oh, okay,
The
yeah.
guy he was ended up stick fighting on that level. That was Dan Isanto.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he would have him. That's
Yeah, that's
fucking
like
dope.
his number one student though. Like one of his
Yeah.
number one students.
That's one I really want to learn. Cause like you know you ain't gonna see like no motherfucker gonna come out here with like a fucking great sword or some shit.
I mean, not
But
often.
they'll have like a stick or a bat. You know, you can
Yeah.
at least have some kind of skill to defend yourself. But like when it comes to a knife, that's pretty common because it's concealable. So imagine a dude just coming at you.
Yeah.
You know what to do now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm really into that one because like that's more
So have
reality.
you done it then?
I learned like 1 to 2 things today, and then I think I learned it last week like one thing like once, but it wasn't too long. It was like maybe like 15 minutes.
Man, we used to get our hands fucked up by Rob.
Yeah.
Dude. He would
Wow.
tear our hands
Wow.
up, and our wrists and shit. Because
Mhm.
like every time he like cut out a hand, like oh, he's like,
Or if you try to fucking strike him, he'll try to strike him,
knife.
and he'll like grab your fucking arm and then just shank the shit out your rib or some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
trapping with so, like say you would throw this thing, he would go right across the top, you know?
Yeah.
And then or come across, just switch the knife back over
Yeah.
here. It's like with a fucking knife. So he was good, but we learned some shit from Rob.
Yeah.
So,
It got
and
to
he
the point
went
where
there
we
a
did it
lot.
so much
Wow.
with Rob. We did it so much with Rob that we actually got kind of good at it at one point in time. Like we'd actually give Rob a run for his money. He'd still fuck us up, but at least I cut his fucking fingers off or some shit.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it takes a while to kind of learn it, and then
Well, we were
Kinda
with
steadily.
Rob every day.
Yeah,
You know.
and Rob was always on that shit. Like,
Wow,
let's fucking
that's-
do some shit.
Yep, and we were always doing that shit.
Dang, you guys
But
are
like I was
fortunate.
saying, everybody there had some sort of training, like at that point, you know.
yeah.
So it was great. Like everybody had something to offer at the
I
time.
have
Yeah.
guitar.
I have a guitar.
Does that count?
I can play the harmonica.
I mean, I watched Scott Pilgrim, and you know. Woo woo. But
Well, you just needed to be able to fucking learn
Yeah,
at that point because the fucking all of your resources are already there. The bodies,
yeah,
the people, the equipment, the knowledge. It was all there already.
yeah,
So I mean, you would have just been another person. Because I mean, even people like Willis, who wasn't an athletic dude,
or like Dre or Brian.
Dre. Oh no, Dre actually boxed.
Oh yeah,
with
Dre
his
boxed
dad.
a lot. Yeah, he did.
So, but
mm.
Brian was like pro wrestler. He watched a lot of pro wrestling. So
He-
Yeah.
like the only martial art that he really knew
Yeah,
was
and
like
he
high
was
school wrestling.
mentally a pro wrestler when he would grapple. 'Cause
Yeah.
he would only grapple when he was drunk.
Hmm
What?
Yes. Yes.
And it was always like the same fucking move every fucking time.
Yeah. So you would learn like everybody had something to offer, you know.
Yeah.
Like ability or skill or, you know, just heart. So you have to fucking deal with a lot of shit.
Hmm
Okay, he's not gonna go away. You have to do something. But it was a great place to learn. We had a lot of free time, a lot of free space, a lot of shit
That's
just
cool.
happened. So it was good. I like that shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna
Rob taught me how to backflip, and I still can't do it right.
I can.
Yeah.
He taught me how to do a barrel roll, dude. We come here, man. I'm telling you. We
Weren't
can-
you sitting out in front of other Rob's house
Yeah.
doing barrel rolls all
barrel
day?
rolls,
He taught me how to butterfly kick.
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
Wait, what?
So
Yeah.
What's a butterfly kick?
butterfly
You
That's
Like,
what I
fucking where you
use.
kick and your whole body goes horizontal, and you're like
your
you're just like,
legs swing.
and your legs just swing out and kick two times.
Okay. Say
Like, you
this
know, like
is your-
John
Cena
yeah,
a little
like
bit?
this.
Yeah.
This is your face, and you're like backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
oh shit.
I still can't do it just the way I want it to yet, but like I got the motion in the forearm down. Just I just
okay.
can't get my body completely horizontal just yet, and a lot of it has to do with self-esteem.
Yes, commitment.
But
yeah, that's what it is. The same thing with the barrel roll. For
same
a
thing
long
with
time.
backflips.
I wasn't jumping high enough because I didn't think I needed to jump that high, but I did because I needed to get my legs back underneath me. So I needed to go at what a seemingly unsafe height, but if I thought about it, it really wasn't.
I've seen Sherm barrel roll like
Yeah,
like that fucking Street Fighter Alpha movie where Ryu fucking kicked that dude
He's like-
and his body's like.
But
Is it so? I think I saw like a video or something where it taught me how to like roll,
Uh-huh.
but how it explained it was, I think it was like arm out like this, and you want to like roll on your shoulder or something like that. Like,
yeah,
you won't go diagonal.
yeah.
But the one you're doing, is it like more forward?
No, this is what I'm doing. I'm jumping in the air and going.
Oh,
on my
that.
feet.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
I thought you
barrel
meant barrel roll, as in like roll.
No,
like
no,
dodge
safe
roll.
roll. No, that's easy to learn. That's like one of the first things.
Like
you
it's like a
learn.
tumble.
Yeah, you learn to tumble right away in judo and jiu-jitsu and like
Okay,
everything.
I thought you meant if you meant like that. Okay, well never mind.
No, a barrel roll.
No, barrel roll like a fucking barrel.
Yeah, where you turn your body physically turns sideways in the air and you spin like this, and then you land.
You
on your
land.
feet.
Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So, but we used to do all this shit back in the
Mhm.
day, and there was like almost an entire year where we were hanging out doing this shit. But come here, we have the space, we have the fucking equipment.
Yeah.
You know, I have everything we need here. I got tie pads, I got focus mitts, I got fucking gloves, actual
Yeah.
sparring gloves. I got the space. I got mats for wrestling on. I got all the kettlebells. Got
And you
jump
especially,
ropes.
Raquan, need to come over here for that because
I got treadmills.
you're gonna have to work on your
I got
hand-to-hand
a fucking
combat just in case you get
exercise
disarmed.
elliptical machine.
Yeah.
Thing. I got a pedal bike. I mean, I got countless things. I got a bench downstairs that I got to finish getting put together.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be my heavyweight area, so I'm gonna have squat bar, lat pull down, bench press, all heavyweight. Everything's gonna be heavyweight basics. So I get to do that on the weekend. We can grapple. We can get everything you want. And even if you can't commit, you can at least come over here for a half an hour a day.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever, how fucking much.
Yeah.
And do something with somebody at one point or another.
Yeah. No,
Um,
definitely. Shit, it's a space, so
It's a
I
space and a
I
resource, dude.
fucking,
I mean,
fucking love it. So
And you want to practice your karate, right?
yeah, the Kyokushin karate.
Well, so
it's
fuck,
just
why
dope.
I want to learn Shotokan karate.
So with the way
Oh,
this
yeah,
backyard is
Kyokushin
gonna
is dope too, though.
it's gonna be Japanese style fucking landscape. This whole thing is like,
Yeah.
here I'll show you quickly, what I mean, like Japanese style. I mean, it doesn't look much because it's shitty, but I gotta get it redone so it'll look fucking nice and serene, and comfortable, and I feel like a creative space for everybody. Like when we get here, it'll inspire you to want to do something. Like, because after the podcast, we can look at what is the name of that show again? Ranma, and you'll see the Tendo house backyard,
Yeah.
and you can understand the feeling. Okay, you can just see by looking at this.
Yeah.
Okay, this type of gardening and deck style. You see how much that deck
Yeah.
is? Okay, so my deck's gonna be redone next weekend. I'm redoing it.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna fucking look good, really pretty, fucking nice deck. Like, you see how nice that deck is?
Yeah.
So it's a good space. Now, if you watch, okay, this is gonna be stupid. Remember the movie Bloodsport
Fucking love Bloodsport.
No, I haven't seen it.
with Frank Duke? Okay. Well, anyways, there's a part where, I found out that guy made up every fucking thing in that movie.
Wow.
So this is much later.
So he's a fraud.
He's a fraud. But anyway, in that movie, they are training. Like he tries to steal a sword. This Japanese dude's sword who's in America. He
Yeah.
gets reprimanded. His dad comes in. He says to avoid the police, I want him to come and train with my boy because he has no body to train with.
Yeah.
Body, not nobody. Body. So he comes and he's using him for a dummy. He becomes good friends. He's not teaching him anything though. He becomes good friends with his son, and his son dies in like a military endeavor or whatever.
Yeah.
And he comes back, and his trainer, his dad, is all depressed, and he wants to say, I loved him like a brother. You know, teach me, and he's like, I can't. You're not Japanese. Yada yada bullshit story.
Yeah.
Teaches him fucking ninjutsu and all this shit.
Yeah.
The guy goes to the army, does training, escapes the military to go to this Kumite in fucking Thailand or Hong Kong or whatever.
Yeah.
So he gets there, but during his training sequences, he had the Japanese landscape, but they also had this big, huge fucking deck that they all did their training on. And if you watch Ranma or any other thing, they train on wood, like earth bases. So they'll train on grass, or they'll train on their wood deck. They'll train on, you know, all these areas. They don't train on pads usually, unless they're doing judo or in a fucking dojo. They train outside. But we got the fucking space, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's fucking gonna be perfect.
Ever-changing world.
Yeah, and we'll have. It's gonna be beautiful out there. So
Can't wait.
It's gonna be inspiring as well. You know.
Yeah.
And then we can do podcasts here. We can have we have everything here. If you want to be a man, come fucking here. I'm telling you.
Come do a podcast here.
Well,
Put some hair on your nuts.
Well, here.
Did y'all ever see Ranma? No, be a man.
Everything that I'm interested in, I can fucking satisfy here. I can watch YouTube videos to my heart's desire. I got fucking anime if I want to watch anime. Don't do a lot of anime watching, but I do every now and then.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm interested in, I got here available to me. If I got survivalist equipment, I've grown shit in my yard. Like food.
No, I see that. That's fucking dope.
Yeah, I'm doing everything. I'm doing my landscape. I'm doing all my stuff. I work for myself.
No, that's very interesting. That's also what I want to like get to at that point. Like at least have skills to know how to do certain things. Cause like food is essential, dieting is essential, and knowing how to grow your food is essential. It's you just gotta know where your food comes from. You don't want to eat shit that's like not natural and shit and GMO'd.
Yeah,
but then again,
everything's a GMO after you think about it. But,
like dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
But there's different types of GMOs. But I mean that's a whole other discussion, man.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Like, cause like I'm really into like, well, I mean, like I have a little bit of experience of gardening, cause like my brother he did organic farming.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, like my parents would drag me to do farming. I wouldn't do it most of the time, but like kind of watching them, I just kind of know a little bit, like have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that and like just being outside. I think I just like being outside.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing. But here's the thing, man. There is a thing that Sprout is supposed to be doing with me and TJ, where we're going out to the northern part of Minnesota by Grand Portage.
We're gonna just live off the wilderness
Because he wants to do this. I want to show him, and it's going to be real. I mean, for a day, overnight. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not bad.
We're gonna go in the morning. We're gonna document everything, and the next day we're gonna get picked back up. Now here's the thing. I've done shit. I've done all this. It's really fucking difficult. So this is going to be a challenge. It's just one day though, but it's still going to be a challenge. You cannot eat and not drink for one day. You're gonna have a fucking headache.
Yeah, you're gonna be fucking mad and shit.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
I'm gonna be hangry as fuck.
But so we're gonna go out there and we're gonna experience this. I'm gonna show Sprout some shit and we're gonna do this. I want to show Sprout some stuff beforehand, but I think the feeling I get is he'd rather go and just do it.
I'm a hands-on dude.
Yeah, just
just knock that shit out the park and get it done and over with.
So if you want to,
like college
you can
general
come ahead.
classes.
Now, here's the thing. I will have emergency shit. Like I'll have. Now, here's the thing. I'm not gonna have a meal for you. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll have like emergency calories, just in case. Like if you're fucking
about to like pass out,
and you're dying on me from a day. Like if you are, I'm gonna call you a punk afterwards. I'm gonna say at least you tried. We can do this again.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
And if you want to do this again, you say because you realize tells you a lot. Because the first time I've ever done this, I was scared. Like I thought I could handle it because I've done hunting. I've been out and I've done a lot of shit by myself. I've gotten lost in the woods plenty of times. But without any direction or anything, I'm sitting here like, okay, what do I do? Where do I go? And then you get deeper and deeper, and I'm trying to get lost. Then I get lost, and at that point, I'm like, okay, now here's where I got to do this. And I forget which direction it is because cloud cover came in. I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, I know water was south. There was a lake south somewhere. But I can't remember which way is south, so I'm looking for moss, and everything is shady. So moss is growing evenly on all sides of the trees.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that. Like,
so
like,
if you get out to a spot where it's a break in the woods,
yeah,
the moss grows on one side, but mostly in the deep woods where it's all shady, it's equal all the way around it. So you can't always use that.
Yep.
So I found my way to a river, and the river was flowing, and rivers always flow south, you know. So they never flow north.
Unless you're in Egypt.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, that's weird as shit. But yeah,
So, anyways, you follow the river south to the river led to the lake. Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, cool, I know where I'm at. But by then, it was late. I was tired. I was confused on what I should do because I saw tons of material. Like, okay, cool, it's loaded. But by the time I got to where I thought I was going to go, I didn't have shit there. And I was like,
Oh.
okay, I got nothing. So you pull up a bunch of rocks, you stack some wood up on top of it, then you make a quick debris hut. It's already getting dark because time goes by so fucking fast when you're trampling through that shit. So what took me about maybe three miles of walking or hiking through the woods was like 8 hours. Like, no shit. That normal walk would be an hour to 2, 3. Like, me and Terrence just ran almost 7.4 miles.
yeah.
Or 7.2 miles or some shit like that today. And it took us an hour, not that long.
Yeah.
But that's flat wide open. When you're just trying to walk through it or do anything,
Because like I mean,
it takes like 20 minutes to go 10 feet. So it's really thick and it's rough. You run into all kinds of shit. You think you see something in a distance and you get there. It's not what it was. It's actually a swamp. It's not, this or that. There's like tons of shit for disappointment after disappointment.
Were you by yourself when you
Yeah.
did this? Wow, that's crazy.
So that's the only way I thought, because look, I would do it overnight, and I did it overnight. And okay, I was cool. I made it. I was tired. I had a headache.
You didn't eat?
I did not eat. I
don't want to not eat.
Here's the thing, dude. That was the first time, and I didn't know what to expect, and I let the emotions get out. I'm being real quick and vague about this. Like, I was worried a whole fucking time. Like, where am I going to get water? What am I going to get a container? Because in my head, I was like, oh, I know how to get water. I know how to do all this. I don't have any equipment. All I got is my basic shit,
Can I bring my bokin to beat squirrels and rabbits into submission? So
If you can chase them.
Well, here's the thing. Where we're going, I prefer to have, because there's been wolf attacks.
Oh shit.
There has been. Recently, the dude was at your campground at Camp Hungry up there by fucking where we go hunting, and the dude got snatched up, in the sleeping bag. This wolf grabbed him by his head and started dragging him away, and they came and shot the fucking wolf. But yeah, and it was at a hunting. They were hunting. No backing out. You've agreed.
I'm not backing out. I'm just saying, man.
I'm bringing a shotgun, okay? But these are emergency. We're not using it for hunting. I'm using it for self-defense only.
And also, if you see a black bear, I mean, all you have to do is just, I don't know if this
Make a bunch of noise.
and then just be big. Just
Yeah.
get something, make yourself big. And black bears aren't so huge compared to like grizzlies. If it was grizzlies, like you're kind of, I don't know.
Black
just run-
bears can get big too, like depending on where they are. Hey, if you get a black bear that's close to water, they get tons of fucking protein because of the
Oh,
fish and
yeah.
shit.
I'm not saying that
Especially
I'm
by a
backing
river.
out. I'm just saying, can we pick a spot that doesn't have wolves?
Well, here's the thing.
It's like me jumping in an intermediate class, get my ass whooped.
Here's the thing. The
No,
wolf
just kidding.
situation. They killed off tons of wolves. At one point, they were almost extinct. They were on the endangered species
Oh, yeah, of
list,
course.
Okay?
No, I love wolves.
Okay,
I just don't
no.
want to get eaten by one.
But here's the thing. They were gone. They were put off. I mean, there's places up here that they could never touch them because the forest is so thick,
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, they had issues with wolf populations. They killed them off, and they reintroduced them because they want to get rid of this deer population boom that they're having. So they bring in these wolves, but they bring them from Alaska. And these Alaskan wolves, if you know anything about geology or biology, the animals are the same animals that are in the south or in the north. So the white-tailed deer are like 80 pounds in the south because there's more food, there's more space. There's like all this extra good shit for them. So that's why animals are poisonous, because there's more competition between animals. When you go further north, it's harder living. It's much harder. So the animals get more hardy and more sturdy. So the white-tailed deer that's 80 pounds in Florida is now 120 to 200 pounds in Minnesota, and in Alaska they get up to almost 300 pounds. Like big, huge white-tailed deer. Now the wolves in Alaska are the same fucking way. We had timber wolves, big timber wolves, we still have our same wolf population.
Yep.
But like in like Montana or that area, I can't remember, or Yellowstone, they reintroduced the wolves, but they got them from Alaska, and they're huge fucking wolves. So they exploded because there's no natural predators to defend the hunting population. No hunting. There's no hunting. They're reestablishing. So they boom. They grow to a point where they're uncontrollable. Now there's super packs all over. Where we were hunting, there was pack at least 30 wolves. At least fucking 30
And they usually
wolves.
only roll like 15 deep.
Yeah, so
max.
there was like huge. I was like, oh my fucking god. So they became a problem because they started attacking people. They started eating cattle, causing tons of damage. They're uncontrolled. And not only that, they're killing coyotes. And if you know anything about coyotes, when they're threatened or their population is threatened, so if there's like 10 of them, you kill 5 of them, the females normally produce 5 puppies. This is just numbers, okay? They're made up numbers.
And coyotes usually run
But
a much
okay,
smaller
so
pack.
five puppies. So since half their pack got killed, they're gonna lay 6 to 7 now, and that's their new cycle. So they increase with more death. So their population tripled, doubled, and now coyotes are every fucking where in the United States. Every
There's
single
coyotes
fucking
all
state
over fucking
except
St. Louis Park.
yeah, except for Hawaii. Every state in the United States has coyote problems.
Damn.
And even here in the fucking cities, we have coyotes.
If you go to St. Louis Park, like by like Knollwood and shit like that, there's like this little park over there, like right off of like Minnetonka Boulevard and shit.
Yeah.
And they have a sign that's up there that's like basically says, "Be careful at night, bitch. Coyotes will fuck you up."
Yeah.
They'll eat your dog.
In
right off
Egan, there was a super pack of coyotes. They were rolling like 30 deep. Coyotes only usually run up to like fucking
How
10
big are
deep.
coyotes?
They're small. They look like
They're
small.
they're
fucking
small wolves.
That they are small wolves.
Oh,
The biggest
okay.
pack that you'll see at max is maybe 10, but usually they run like 5 to 7.
Yeah.
And then like now there's like a super pack of like 30 of them.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
rolling
saw one
through
out
Egan,
there, huh?
and it was just eating white people's fucking yards up and shit.
Wow.
I've seen all kinds of shit though, but what I'm saying is, it's amazing that there's like that thing. So the wolf population has spread all over now because of this whole situation. So no matter where we go, there's gonna be wolves. There's gonna be coyotes now.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Like I've probably
Yeah.
seen. I don't know if I've seen a wolf, and but I
A
mean,
wolf? I shit you not. I saw one. I was hunting. This fucker was this tall.
Yeah, no, they're huge. They're
They're
almost
tall.
like lions.
I swear to God, I
His
seen one at
face
Theo
was
Worth Park
this
before.
fucking long. And
Yeah.
his paws were like this fucking big, dude. They look big, way bigger than my hand. And he was skinny. Like his legs were skinny, but his body, like you could tell.
You saw a dire wolf.
I saw a fucking wolf. I was like, holy shit.
They're like
dude.
regular wolves, but there.
The way he ran, he trounced. That was a fucking wolf. He came right out, and I'm like, oh man.
Usually, like in that situation,
He
don't
looked
you
at
just look at them, you just kind of back off.
Oh yeah, wolves will stare you down.
He stared. What he
Huskies?
did?
Huskies are the
He came
closest
up.
relative to the wolf in the dog family.
He looked at
And
him.
huskies do the same shit. They stare you fucking down. Like you'll be like, "No, sit," and they'll just be like, "You talking to me?" Wolves don't fuck around, man. They will stare you the fuck down.
Yeah,
Especially if
supposedly
it's
you're
just,
not supposed to turn your back on them.
no, especially if it's just one by itself.
Cats. The wolves. I mean, you can turn your back on a predator and they'll attack you more than likely. But a wolf, they want you to run. They don't care if you just turn around. They'll keep nipping at you as you turn around until you're tired and you're dead.
Mhm.
A cat, you do not turn your back to. A big cat, the moment you turn your back to a big cat, their predatory instincts take over no matter how long
Yep.
you fucking know.
House cats do it with mice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do it to people. Like, if you're not
Mhm.
looking, they fucking pounce your ass. You ever have a cat jump on your leg? Like, you're not even
My
noticing.
My cat, if I'm not watching what the fuck
She'll
I'm
jump on
doing,
your
she'll
leg, you
jump
sit
right
there.
up on my shoulders.
Or like
Huh.
you're sitting there, you ever have a cat like you ever see cats sit there with his tail and his
Yeah,
ass and
yeah.
jump at people's feet or
Yep.
anything? That cat was as big as you, he would have fucked you up.
Yeah.
That's what he's
yeah.
doing. If you were as big as me, I'd fuck you up.
Back it up, get your little toes.
Yeah, so
They're like
basically,
mice.
you never turn your back on.
But
a
like
big cat.
wolves, so wolves, I mean, just
They want you to run. They want you to run.
Yeah, they like to chase.
That
Oh,
chase
yeah.
gets you tired. That's how they fucking.
Well, I mean, I could just
Kill 'em.
answer. I mean, I
Because
could have a common sense. 'Cause,
Wolves
like,
and
if I-
other
if I
dogs that are
thought-
close kin to them, they're built for that kind of shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
they,
Like
they want you
human
to
beings.
fucking.
human being, yeah.
No, the Native American, actually, they do this in Africa too. I mean, it's not only Native Americans. Like a lot of cultures all over the.
Oh yeah, no,
A
but
lot
yeah,
of indigenous cultures though would do the rundown, where they would run down their fucking prey because
Yep.
we have the ability to store fat and do this energy-based fucking thing. Now wolves do the same thing. Prey
it's just that I
gets
think,
fast,
Yeah.
and then they get tired. They get fast, they go up, slow down.
yeah.
So you eventually keep the same pace. that deer might be further away, and then eventually you're like right on top of it. You
Yeah,
can only
slow
go
and
so
steady.
far. Yeah.
Because they have a lot of burst energy, but then they get tired
Yeah.
really easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
And
find
he-
them laying
Gazelles
down.
and fucking impalas are like that too.
Mhm.
Impalas, you'll fucking see them jump over like whole roads and shit.
Yeah.
But eventually they only get so far and they get tired out.
That cats sneak up because they don't have that ability. They're so
Yeah.
lean in their bodies
Yeah.
that they have explosive
They
energy for
charge
a short period of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah, and then if they don't get it right away, they
They go back to lurking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now wolves,
And
they
4chan.
see something, they're like, "Oh, it's on, bitch, because you can't outlast us."
Mm-hmm.
Because like humans are like the best animals, creatures, or whatever you want to say them. That does that. What is it? I don't know how to explain it. Like we're really good at being consistent.
Yeah.
When it comes to chasing a prey.
Yeah.
Like wolves, even wolves get tired out and they're just like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
And us, we're steady. We can go on for hours, and other animals are just like tired.
That's why there's so many of us.
Well,
We
that's-
don't really have a natural
we need
predator
to hunt
outside
some
the
humans.
virus.
But that's why wolves are like almost they are apex predators, and human beings take away our technology, we go from top of the rung to fucking middle.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
You got no weapons, you're fucking bottom of the food chain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What the fuck
just
is
like
this finna do for you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What are these gonna do for you?
Nothing. What are these weak ass arms and shit?
Right.
I'm gonna nibble you until no, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason we're like, I guess you could say top predators because of our technology. We're smarts.
Yeah,
We can just get a stick, sharpen that shit, and hopefully we can use it to our advantage.
Yeah.
And puzzle with thumbs. I don't know.
Yo, when we hit the Dark Ages again, I'm putting a patent on the stick.
Yeah.
How about a Jermaine stick?
I think
Sharp
it
stick
was
it is.
good, though. It's
Yep.
good to learn all this extra shit though, like I'm saying. So I just gave you that quick rundown on the wolves. We're still gonna go, but here's the thing: we're going to go somewhere I'm familiar with. You definitely won't be familiar with.
What you mean?
Huh?
Oh, you mean like the terrain?
The terrain.
Yeah.
Like I'll know every single spot of this area, so you won't have to fucking worry. But you guys won't know shit. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's the basic, because you like whatever you read on, we'll go out and test whatever theories you have, but I'll show you what I know and
Yeah.
what's the best way to do it, because you don't want to waste energy. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that.
I know.
What if we set up my camera and I start recording, and if it's like mounting on a tripod and we're just doing our shit and a bear steals my camera,
Fuck it.
starts taking pictures for
That
fucking
bear's got a
Facebook
camera,
and
dude.
shit.
That bear's got
You know, if a bear takes a selfie or takes photos, you can't claim that. You know that, right?
Yep.
That's fucking. There's a monkey that did a selfie and it was like really awesome. So this guy.
That photo's copyright of the monkey.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, it was my shit. He's like, you can't, because he took the camera and he took a selfie. And he was like, what? And then somehow the monkey won.
Yeah, no, because by law, anything that you create is copywritten by you, and you don't need to fucking have that fucking $35 copyright fee to prove that shit, dude.
Yeah.
As long
Yeah.
as you can date it to before before that person that claims it to be theirs is using it,
Yeah.
it's yours, and it wins every fucking time.
Oh my gosh.
That's why the poor man's copyright, where you mail it to yourself, it's not really true, dude. The law already says that you own it.
Yeah, true.
And then now they have the Creative Commons license, which is completely free, and it reserves most of your rights, but like people can still use it. It's like a share and share alike.
Oh
license.
yeah, I know what you mean.
But
yeah,
but it still
This-
says
this
that
share-
you're the
this-
owner of that license.
yeah.
So
This kind of like share shit is kind of like, it's very. Oh man, it's confusing. There's a lot of rules to it. And,
Mhm.
Yeah. It's,
No, you know what? There shouldn't be any rules, and that's why.
that's why I love Creative Commons.
That's why, don't get me wrong. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a libertarian. I'm like a mixture of the two.
Yeah.
And having certain ideas, where shit's not so fucking rigid. I'd rather have the fucking doors open for creativity and people to fucking be entrepreneurs and make things
Yeah.
and create things and make content and
Yeah.
allow the free market to grow. Where,
I just don't want like people like claiming other people's shit.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
Like how do you like prevent that, or like how do you like stop that?
Show your content being created.
Yeah.
Because they're
Like
they're-
Show
I
your
put content on
creative
Twitter all the
process.
time, right?
yeah.
I keep all my shit backed up on my fucking external drive and shit. Once I get it to a certain point, I'm gonna start burning them in DVDs. And then since I'm already uploading the content on Twitter, the internet's already fucking dating it for me. So if anybody tries to use it otherwise, that image's metadata will say where it came from
Yeah.
every fucking time. So it doesn't matter how many times you copy that image, the metadata inside of the image is always going to tell you that it was created by Jermaine Terrace on this date, on this computer in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
True. Yeah. Okay.
So as long as I retain the metadata every time I copy my shit over, there's no way that anybody can say anything otherwise. But as far as being mine is concerned,
put out shit content. That's a good way to keep people from taking it.
yeah,
That's true.
there's also
They're like, I don't want to copy this shit.
always
This is actual shit.
I actually do this. I don't share all my gems all the time.
That's
Sometimes
true.
I just fucking doodle on the bus. Bam, this is something I drew. Put a little watermark on it. Bam, done deal. I got Photoshop on my phone, so if I ever want to fucking sign something as me without actually using my signature, fucking just put like at I am Sprout on Twitter in a little fucking transparent watermark, and I just toss that shit on there. And unless it's like on Twitter, and I just fucking put the raw image up there because whatever, everybody knows who I am. So
Like, I post it on Instagram, but it's not like super great though anyway. So I did have like this one drawing.
it's loverly.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
So what?
I need to do more.
What
But-
all things are you trying to do?
You still making the fucking bone weapons and shit?
The what?
The bone weapons?
Bone weapons.
The PVC bow and shit.
Oh, shit, man, I haven't touched that in a while. I do want to make a bow like from scratch, like shit that you're making.
Should come over here.
He's making sinew and shit. I
Yeah,
want to
no,
make a bow.
You
I'm
showed
gonna
me.
get
You
my
showed me
green
the deer
arrow
hooves. You know.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. So here's what I suggest, man. Like, if you haven't done it already, write down all the things that you want to accomplish now or in your lifetime, and see what you're doing every day to make these things fucking happen.
Well, I know one thing. I mean, I'm going to the gym, boxing, and then sword fencing. Medieval sword, especially medieval, specifically medieval. I guess.
I think you should do some grappling with us. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not gonna break your arms. I'm not gonna.
No, of course.
It's just gonna be mostly drilling.
No,
I
that's
like
fine.
to do drilling a lot. That's like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, no, fine.
Drilling.
How old are you now? Niggas over here chuckling.
Oh,
Drilling.
I mean,
I ain't say we're doing Turkish oil wrestling. Hey, want to see that? Real quick?
No.
Turkish
no,
oil
it's too
wrestling.
late. So
Who's
this
that
is-
guy from Street Fighter
Yeah,
4?
Hakan.
Yeah,
God.
This guy does this. shit.
Olive oil.
Oh my gosh. He's gonna have like baby smooth skin by the end of it. And a broken arm. I don't know.
It's insane looking though, dude.
I don't know that was a real thing. Turkish oil.
Motherfuckers just glistening and shit.
Those pants are like super hide and they're hard as a rock, but they oil them up and they get all oiled up before they do this shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's the weirdest hug I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god. You should like re-edit this into like a lover's music video.
It is. I think this might be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Turn up the volume. That slow, soothing love song.
Wait till they get their hands down their pants, dude.
Nuh-uh.
Yep.
Oh, there it goes. What the fuck?
Stop it.
Dylan,
Oh,
stop
yeah.
it.
Are
Why?
you serious?
Why?
Because he's grabbing his pants and his leg.
No, you look like he's grabbing his dick.
No, because remember you're oiled, so grip.
Yeah.
So you want friction.
It makes perfect sense why they're doing it, but at the same time, they're doing
It's
it.
real
It's like
uncomfortable looking.
Yes.
look at
Dude, if this was a real fight, I'd be like, what the fuck is you doing?
this. Like imagine like you want to grab me, but everything's slippery. So you put your hand down here and you want to
See,
like
look
pull.
at
No,
his
fuck
hands,
that. I'm
he's
punching
grasping
that.
his- You see that? His hands are grasping the outside of his pants.
Because it's so if you're oiled up and like some dude try to grab you, yeah, oh god.
Oh, just slid it right on his ass cheek.
Okay,
though.
that's
It's hard to do because they're all old. Hey, look at him.
That's what the nose. He was like, eh.
I mean, they're built.
Oh,
What
dude,
the-
I heard somebody was doing this shit.
Damn. Oh, I thought he was gonna slam his ass, but no, he's just grabbing his ass some more.
I heard that those guys, they're so fucking strong because they have to be to grip you. When they grip you, they're crushing your body or your limbs.
Whoa.
So it doesn't look like much, but that's like pure fucking power.
Well, yeah.
You're like when you see two bears moving like this, you see it, but you don't realize the amount of power that's in that exchange.
Yeah.
It's the
Wow.
same thing with those guys. And the thing is, that came from like their Turkish army or the Ottoman army back
Yeah.
in the day. They did this shit because they had no war to fight, so they needed a way for their soldiers to get off their shit because when they didn't have anything to do, the soldiers were getting into trouble. They were doing fucked up shit. So they created Turkish oil wrestling. The reason they did that is because if they could get a hold of each other all the time, people were fucking getting injured, broken, broken bones, like they're dying. You couldn't get a grip of somebody when they're in oil, so they couldn't hurt each other as much. So they were still ready to go for war. They weren't injured. So
makes sense.
So they made up this shit to get out their fucking whatevers, their willies, their little bugs.
Yeah, they was getting at some willies.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the history of it. I mean, so that's where it came from. It's such an odd thing, but yeah, like I said, Turkish oil wrestling if you want to try. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm good.
So what kind of oil? Is that lavender?
Olive oil. Y'all niggas want to get some lunch? I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Thanks for the podcast, you guys. It was a good podcast.
It was a great podcast. Thanks for coming through, Andrew.
Yeah.
Raekwon, thanks for visiting.
Yeah, man.
You might hear from me more often. I just not next week, so.
Not at all next week?
I'm going on vacation.
All week next week?
Vacay.
For 7 days, yeah. Starting Wednesday.
Fuck you then. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, well, that's cool, man. We're going to do what we got to do. When
We're going to go
back,
eat.
We'll be here.
Yeah.
So.
Probably hang out.
Next time on Nuclear Playground Podcast,
We'll have
Sprout gets a breast reduction.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.